Hey everyone, welcome to Waxing Pixels, the video game podcast hosted on Battle Geek Plus. My name is Josh. With me I have Clunk.
Meow.
Heather.
Hi.
Ryan.
Hey.
And Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Road to Frank. Yeah, that was another really lazy one.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the games I'm playing right now.
Well, I actually thought you were going to say Frank Rudo.
Frank Rudo?
Frank Rudo.
That would work.
Naru Frank.
Frank Uzumaki.
I'll be the Hokage.
The Hokage. I'm going to be the Hokage someday. Was that was one of our friends when he was in college. I overheard someone saying that, right? Talking about the Naruto manga. And he's all like, yeah, and he's a ninja and he wants to be the Hokage. Hokage.
All I know is that Naruto sucks and I don't give a fuck.
What the hell? Come on. It's fun.
No, it's not.
No, I'm Naruto and I want to be the Hokage.
You're Naruto.
Yeah, Naruto.
Naruto. No, with the D. Naruto.
Are we starting back all over?
No.
Okay.
No, this is what we're doing.
All right.
This is what we're doing. We are here. We are alive. I'm alive. Whoa.
No. I thought you were going to say that we were here and we were queer, and I was going to be like, Ryan, maybe.
I was doing more like
Burning on the Ryan.
doing this thing. But
Well, I very easily could have attacked you, so
Meh.
it was a 50-50 on that one.
just like Frank.
I'd come up with a witty comeback, but I'm too tired. I'm usually good at these.
At being tired?
No, at making witty comebacks.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our normal first segment. How's everybody doing? Do you remember your name? Do you remember where you are?
Broke.
Well, yes.
That is the worst name I've ever heard someone call their baby.
What's your name, Broke?
Broke May. What?
Broke May.
Okay, well,
Well, could it be Brooke or Brooke?
Brooke or Brooke?
Oh, I could see that being a bad spelling for Brooke.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
There we go. Like, kind of like, Umanda.
Yeah,
No, actually,
Amanda.
Brooke can be a real last name.
Oh, well, yeah, a real last name,
Last
but
name.
we're talking about
Or
first
real
name.
Like a given name, like Broke Molina. I don't know.
Or Baroque.
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 Baroque. Well, it's like some Mortal Kombat shit right there. All right, well then let's just move on from that since nobody has any feelings this week into what are you playing, Heather? Nothing, right?
Nothing. Move on.
Frank, what are you playing?
Story of Seasons on the 3DS.
How's that treating you?
It's going good so far.
I don't know what that game is.
It's
Explain.
like
it to me.
Harvest Moon, but it's made by the same company that made Harvest Moon, but it's just less Harvest Moon.
So
Harvest
it's
Moon
Harvest
Light?
Moon, but not Harvest Moon, but it's made by the company that does Harvest Moon, and it's like Harvest Moon, but it's not Harvest Moon.
Well, it's like think
If
about
you were any more right, you'd be even righter.
Even writer.
well, think about when in 2007 that Ninja Turtles game came out. That was like Prince of Persia Light. Like it was made by the same people who made like the Sands of Time games. Remember the one based on the 2007 movie?
Oh, yeah, I
It's a
remember
platformer.
that.
Oh,
Yeah, and you could run along the walls and
yeah.
stuff. It was like a light Prince of Persia.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
Yeah, this sounds like the same thing. Story of Seasons, you said?
Yes.
All right, awesome. How much did that run you? If it's not like
I got 35% off, 38% off. I think it was like 16 something.
rad. So yeah, on the eShop, right?
Yeah. My
Cool,
sister got
cool.
me a gift
Oh,
card for
not bad.
that. So might as well got it.
Fantastic. That's really weird that you bought a game that wasn't on Steam. So there had to be some sort of reason.
Mm-hmm.
So
It was a gift.
Ryan, what are you playing?
So yeah, I have a couple of games. So I just beat Resident Evil 7, and then I actually did a speed run on Resident Evil 7, so I can unlock a whole bunch of stuff. And
But
then,
Ryan, you still have your pants on. How did it not scare the pants off you?
Oh,
Or-
I was like, what? Or where is this joke going?
oh,
I saw where it was going. Don't
well,
worry.
I lost my pants several times.
They ran off and hid in the closet.
So I'm gonna try to unlock some more stuff. Then I might try the hardest difficulty mode, Madhouse. So I might play that on Twitch.
So you're gonna wear one pair of underwear then?
I don't think I'll wear any underwear.
He will wrap his ass in a huge plastic bag. And he'll just, like, when he's done, he'll just throw it out.
With the vacuum hose attached to it.
Yeah,
That way
yeah,
whenever
there we
he needs
go.
to go, he just turns
I
it
mean,
on.
I would like to think that he's not in a situation where he can be like, man, and then just like, she bring like a shit bucket and he shits. Yeah.
You used the carpet.
Yeah.
I did.
That
If you
part.
couldn't tell from the voice I used, but yeah.
Yeah, I probably need to bring a lot of shit buckets. I wish I had shit buckets while playing this game because I really needed them.
I actually saw a picture of some guy who was playing it on the VR, and he was sitting on a 6-gallon bucket or whatever without pants on.
Oh god.
While he was playing it.
Yeah, makes sense. Then I've also played Double Dragon 4. It's pretty good, not super great, but the problem is I got all the way to the second to last level, but then I was killed by the fucking platforming. So the enemies are not that difficult to beat. It's like a souped up Double Dragon 2. It's a lot easier to do, like, the hyper knee and the uppercut.
Yeah, I've been playing Double Dragon 4 also a little bit, and like one thing that's nice is that the input window for doing things like, like the hyper knee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's all really nice. But I think it's maybe just because of the visuals of it. It throws me off that I don't like kick in one direction and punch in the other direction like in Double Dragon 2.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
that's kind of throwing me off. And then also the other thing is like Double Dragon 4, I haven't made it that far into it yet, but from what I've noticed so far, Double Dragon 4 is much less of a beat 'em up game and more of a this is what getting jumped feels like game.
Oh,
because like once you get knocked over, like 3 other people come up and they just start throwing punches and kicks, and as soon as you get up, you get knocked over again. That just happens over and over and over again, unless you do a little corkscrew thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember the corkscrew thing.
It's not like regular beat 'em up games where they kind of like take turns, or maybe there's like 2 people on you and you can kind of manage that.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed like each enemy has like a particular strategy that you kind of got to get down also. It's not like you can just like approach a Bobo in like 4 different ways and it would all work. It's you've got this will work on this guy but won't work on that guy sort of stuff.
Yeah, like I was just hoping like I would just be able to knee everybody, but if you keep on mashing the kick button, if you keep doing the knee, like you'll just knee in one direction.
Yeah, you'll knee in one direction, and then like I've noticed that when you're just like slightly off from being exactly across from them, really powerful moves like that just sail right by people.
Yeah.
But like if you're a little bit off and you're standing there just throwing regular punches, those regular punches will connect a whole lot more easily. And I don't know if that's actually a technical thing that's true, but that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, and I can actually do the cyclone kick 80% of the time now.
As opposed to like 10.
Yeah, on Double Dragon 2 on the NES.
Yeah, Double Dragon 2 on the NES, like that took a lot more practice to get some of the combat, like the advanced combat mechanics down. But the game overall, I think, I don't want to say Double Dragon 4 is a bad game. I was really excited for it, and I'll go back to it at some point.
Yeah,
but there was definitely a reason why it was only $7.
Yeah.
This is really kind of a huge step back, in my opinion, from Double Dragon Neon.
Yeah, oh yeah. That
which Double Dragon Neon didn't like become like a critical success or anything like that, but it's pretty much like, besides Double Dragon 2, like that's the one that like I want to play over and over and over again.
I agree.
So
yeah, like maybe I'll go back to it. I mean, I got a little pissed off because I lost everything mostly because of the platforming, which I was never a big fan of in the Double Dragon games. So yeah. Also, remember that Bible Adventures Kickstarter thing? With all those Bible games on that controller?
Yeah, I remember.
I received that yesterday.
And how's it going so far?
So I played it on Twitch last night, and the fucking thing shut off on me, like right in the middle of the game, like during my Twitch play. So
you just got it.
Yeah.
You hooked it up to something to capture the video and everything. You're in the middle of it, and it just shuts off on you.
Yeah, it shuts off.
Did it turn back on?
I was able to get it back on, but I just wasn't in the mood to play it anymore. So I might play it again a little later this week, but I'm like, yeah, this thing is very flimsy made.
Yeah, that's... I'm kind of glad I didn't put any money toward that. I mean, like, I don't know why you did in the first place. It's just kind of all like, hey, kids, remember those games that you hated? Yeah! Do you want to buy them again? Yeah! Like that's kind of really what I saw going on there, so.
Yeah, well, I do want to make a video out of it, but yeah, it's definitely, well, it's kind of like a joke product to me, to be honest.
No, okay. So there's just like a novelty.
Yeah, so it should be a very fun video as long as the thing works.
I mean, like, nobody's ever going to sell a copy of, like, Home Alone 2 on NES to me, like, in something that's shaped like a Talkboy. Like, just, like, nothing. Like, it's like, oh, cool. Talkboy was cool. But Home Alone 2 on the NES? Yeah. Like, that game can go fucking rot in hell.
Yeah.
Same as Hook for NES. Like, fuck that game. SNES version was pretty rad, though.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see. Are you playing anything else right now?
Let's see. Other than Dragon Quest VIII on the 3DS, nope.
All right, because I just recently got my hands on Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 Road to Boruto. It's a really long title. And the reason is because Road to Boruto is the new expansion that just came out for it. I never got the original release of Storm 4. It came out, it had like all kinds of like exclusive DLC to pre-orders only if you get it at this shop and stuff like that. And Road to Boruto just came out, and I was able to get all of Ninja Storm 4, all of the DLC, even the previously exclusive stuff, plus the expansion Road to Boruto, all for like under $40 because I'm a Prime member.
Sweet.
And it was supposed to arrive on February 3rd, and today we're recording this on the 7th, and I wasn't able to get it until like the 5th. Because Amazon dropped it off at the wrong apartment.
Oh, shit.
And then one of our neighbors like came by like a couple of days later being like, oh, hey, this was in my mail here. And after that, like right after that, we went to the Super Bowl party and then I came back and went to bed. As soon as I got up, I went to work. I come back from work and finally I'm able to play it like 2 or 3 days later for a little bit. And I'm not that far in it yet, but you know, I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of cutscene stuff, which you can totally skip. But I just haven't yet. I haven't gotten to that point yet where I'm just like, get past the cutscenes, damn it.
And so far, just from what I've seen of the cutscenes, it's all flashbacky shit.
Well, yeah, right now, like the very first stuff was a flashback. Then they did some stuff that was happening right then. And then they're just kind of like, oh, by the way,
Here's some more flashback
stuff. This is why these two guys like know each other. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about whenever you were telling me when you had started reading the manga again and you were waiting for chapters to come out and you had to put it back down because you were like, they were in the middle of a flashback and then they had another flashback during that first flashback. And you were just like, so I'm going to leave it alone for a while and go back eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, I put Naruto down a few times, like for several weeks and I'll pick it back up wherever it left off. I was like, oh good, stuff's happening again. Like there was like one character who died and like I missed that. But I got it through context. It was like, oh, by the way, he's dead now. And it's just kind of like, oh, huh. Well, okay. But, you know.
I bet there's a flashback in there somewhere that you missed.
Probably.
Yeah, like I haven't played any of these Naruto Storm games since like the third one, and it looks like...
Well, okay, the third one. That was just the last game.
The last one, yeah. This is the fourth one.
Okay, well, I haven't played the second one. I played the first one on the PS3, and, you know, like, I think these games have like 1 million characters now.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
They're kind of getting to the point that like Dragon Ball games were getting to for a while back in the PS2 days.
Oh, God.
Where it was all like, well, last time you had Broly, but now you have Farmer with Shotgun. You know, and just like stuff like that, you know. Now you have Frieza henchman who was in the background and then died. You know, that guy. The one with the brown spiky hair who relayed a message to Frieza and then was blown up. Check out his new awesome super moves, like get scared and get blown up.
You want to know what kind of character I would want to play in one of those games? Zarbon's girlfriend, whose name is Chuck. That's who I would play.
Chuck. There really should be, like, Team 4-Star should really do a design for Chuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, speaking of the Super Bowl, I did do a stream on Twitch of the Falcons versus the Patriots, and I was the Falcons because, you know, I'm not a fan of the Patriots because, you know, the Patriots already won, like, 5 Super Bowls. You know, Tom Brady.
I don't know. This one is Tom Brady's 5th win.
Okay. Well, I think Tom Brady has enough Super Bowl rings, you know, even for his feet at this point.
So you're saying he only has the 3 fingers?
No, that he has 20 rings.
Yeah.
Okay, alright, gotcha.
And so I played against the Patriots, and I got clobbered because, you know, the AI in the new Tecmo Super Bowl update is now really hard on the Super Bowl. And it kind of predicted the game in a way, but not by the large margin, which I lost.
So you got your ass handed to you.
Yeah.
Like I was playing you up like you're this dude who really knows some Tecmo stuff, and then like you just got your ass handed to you at the Super Bowl.
How does it feel, Ryan?
It was horrible, man.
You thought you knew all the tricks.
Well, they keep upgrading the game every year online, so now they add new tricks.
Oh, cool. Well, you need to learn them.
The greatest thing about the Super Bowl was the halftime show.
Oh yeah, the Lady Gaga one.
Lady Gaga was amazing. And also the advert for Stranger Things 2.
Oh, yeah.
My fucking God.
You're like, wait, was he wearing a Ghostbusters costume? Like,
okay,
they all were.
Yeah, honey. But I was already drunk by that point, and I was in the middle of having a conversation with somebody, and I wasn't looking at the TV, and I kind of was like looking, like turning my head and looking every couple of seconds, thinking that I thought that I knew what it was, and then I had turned away, and then I looked back right as it showed them all standing there, and it cut away, and so the only one that I was able to focus on was Dustin.
Oh, okay. I was trying to one thing I was trying to say about the Naruto game before we got into TV shows was one thing that's nice about it going through the story mode is like each little section when you get to it is going to have a bunch of cutscenes and then some fighting and stuff like that. Then it will tell you in the bottom corner of the screen. I don't know how long this has been a feature, if this is a new thing or not. It will say like the approximate amount of like time you'll spend playing this stage, including the cutscenes and stuff. So I can like, and then it branches off into multiple paths too, so I can choose this one or this one. And depending on how much time I have to play or how much bullshit I want to sit through, you know, there's this one's 8 minutes and this one's 20 minutes. You know, that's pretty cool, and that actually kind of keeps me a bit more invested in the cutscenes than if like I didn't know and then I just went into this long cutscene sort of tirade.
That's nice of them.
Yeah,
you can skip the bullshit that is Naruto.
Yeah, I do remember. I think when the original version of this game came out without the DLC, and I remember the Naruto anime was taking so long with the fillers.
Yeah,
and so I actually watched some of the cutscenes, like, you know, just to see how like they would dub the end parts of the manga.
Oh yeah. I've actually been playing it dubbed because there's so much conversation going on during the fights that I don't know by heart. That like I've been playing it dubbed, and like today Frank called me out on it. He's like, you're playing it dubbed? Like he had switched it to Japanese on his own. And I was just like, yeah, I don't feel like reading all that shit while I'm trying to like learn how to do this. Like, you know, it's not like Dragon Ball where I know it backwards, forwards, up, down, and inside out. Like, oh, blonde Goku versus blonde Vegeta without armor. I remember this conversation. It had a lot of punches. You know, like that's a little bit different. I can play that in Japanese.
Don't worry about it. Frank was just being an asshole elitist.
Asshole elitist.
I figured he would want to hear it in Japanese rather than the English dub.
Well, yeah, I do once I kind of get through some of that story. So during the time being where there's a bunch of story crap going on, yeah, I'm going to probably keep it in English for the time being. Anywho, let's move on into our first news topic. The father of Pac-Man died at the end of January. Masaya Nakamura died at the age of, what was it, 91?
91.
Yeah, 91.
91 years old. He was like the founder of Namco and everything, all those like incredible franchises that Namco did. Like, he was the guy. Like, he's like the Namco version of like Miyamoto from Nintendo.
Or maybe the Stan Lee of video games, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, even then, like, which Stan Lee is in his 90s now. You need to like cool your jets on that comparison right there. But yeah, he died at the end of last month, and we just really hadn't had much of a chance to say anything about that yet. He will be missed. We don't just like sit around and play Namco games all the time or anything, but we had a lot of fun.
Is it Naruto a Namco game?
Well, Namco Bandai, yeah, but Bandai Namco now.
Oh.
But I mean, like the classic Namco properties.
Right.
Like, you know, we'll go to Arcade 2084. We'll play something. We're definitely gonna play something Namco.
Yeah, and we actually played Pac-Man 256 last year for our main show.
Exactly. Yeah,
That game's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was coming back around to that, but yeah, but we definitely enjoyed Pac-Man 256 last year. And I think I just recently put that back on the PS4 to play again, like from just like the library. I re-downloaded it because that was a fun game, and a fun song came out of it too from our music.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually bought the game last year too, and I might play it again.
Yeah. So, hats off to you, Masaya Nakamura. You will be missed.
Yes.
So anyway, moving on to our next topic. It's a Nintendo topic. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
A Nintendo topic. Okay, but it's the only one this week in which the Nintendo Switch Online service, which we've talked about pretty extensively, now has a pretty approximate price point. It's not the closest in the world, but let's take a look. So the online service is going to be between 2,000 and 3,000 yen, which is around like $17 to like $27, and that would be yearly. So you're looking at paying, you're looking at paying. So it'll be roughly $15 to $25 a year. So you can get on Nintendo's online service and play online games and get on their little chat thing on your phone and whatnot.
Ryan, what does the Xbox subscription cost?
About $50 a year.
$50 a year, and for the PlayStation Plus, it's the same
It's like 50
price.
or 60. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see a problem with that price.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely, especially considering the way they're doing things with like, chatting through your phone and all that stuff. Like, they definitely shouldn't be charging more for their service than that. Now, if their service will be quite as robust as, PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold, that still has yet to be seen. But it's from CGM. The article also talked about how there are some plans for virtual reality for the Switch, but they need to figure out all the bugs first. Virtual reality, like that got Ryan a little excited. He's got virtual reality on the brain, but
yeah.
I'm still thinking Virtual Boy anytime I think Nintendo and virtual.
Well, actually, if the previous one was the Virtual Boy, will this one be the Virtual Man?
No, it'll be the VDS.
VDS?
That actually sounds a lot worse, like out loud. VDS.
It does.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
VDS.
Sounds like something you need to get a peel for.
Oh, proud of yourself, Josh.
I am proud of myself. I'm always proud of myself. Even at my worst moments. Even at my stinkiest poops.
I live with this man.
And I'm proud.
Ditto.
You both live with me.
Yeah.
I'm free.
I don't know. I could rope you in at any time.
No.
Be like, Ryan, you live here now. You're sleeping on the couch.
Okay. Well, I'll at least be closer to work.
Like right across
You
the
can just
street.
like walk to
Yeah, I
work.
can just walk there.
Right? So. And next, not anything we'll be able to show you, but some pictures. A first look at Alicia Vikander as Lara Croft for the Tomb Raider movie reboot. Some pictures have shown up, and so far what we're looking at is something that's very inspired by the Crystal Dynamics Tomb Raider reboot stuff. Like, you're looking at a Lara Croft that, she's wearing pretty much the same outfit, and then she's got, like scratches and like makeshift bandages on her and stuff like that, and she's crawling along something that looks like maybe like the wing of like a downed plane or whatever. And so it looks like they're going to be drawing a lot of inspiration from the more survivalist endurance themes of the new Tomb Raider games than they are of the classic Tomb Raider adventures, where you're doing like corkscrew flips while shooting at wolves and stuff. So probably something a bit more realistic, I'd say. She's attached to a wire there too. I don't know if that's for safety or if that's like just regular safety, like so she doesn't fall off the thing, or if they're gonna like have her like yanked off of there from like a wind gust or some water or something and some crazy shit happen. I don't know. We'll see. She's got like some like hand wrap sort of stuff. What do you guys think?
I'm saying that the boots she's wearing aren't very realistic at all.
Well, yeah, they've got like quite the heel on them.
Yeah.
But I would wonder if...
But other than that, it's definitely... I mean, who knows? It might be just a little bit of movie magic to make her taller.
It might be.
Because that's a thing that they do. But otherwise, it seems like they're definitely pulling straight from the latest Tomb Raider games. It's kind of like, everyone's idea of what Lara Croft looked like originally, and then Angelina Jolie was cast as her, and it was like she was born just to look like a video game character and portray that video game character in one somewhat decent movie and then a subsequent not worth watching movie.
Well, I mean, Lara Croft's like proportions have been made a lot more realistic, like a lot more in terms of just like what like an extremely fit woman would look like.
Well, yeah, but also, you think about the original Tomb Raider, massive tits and ass. You also got to remember, there were limitations to the way they were able to portray characters in general. in that era, and then just the polygons and whatnot. That's kind of what they had to go with.
Do you get like a problem with like giant pointy polygon movies? Is that what you're saying?
I have nothing against that at all. I mean, Madonna made that shit famous.
They hurt, Josh.
Have you ever hugged somebody with pointy tits like that?
Well,
Frank has.
I lost 5 hit points that day.
I mean, you're thinking Madonna. I'm thinking Rita Repulsa, but you ever tried to give Rita Repulsa a hug? Like,
I don't know. You can ask Zed.
But he doesn't even have skin. Like, it doesn't matter. That's gonna hurt anyway.
All right, fair enough.
So, anyway, if you've seen the pictures of the new Tomb Raider reboot that have come out, hit us up in the comments or hit us up on Twitter at BattleGeekPlus and let us know what you think.
Yeah, like I saw some comments on like some site saying like it looks like a Tomb Raider cosplay.
I mean,
well,
I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty decent job. I think it looks pretty good. I
mean, yeah, I guess that should be considered a good thing. It looks like a Tomb Raider cosplay. Like, it looks like maybe they're actually pulling from the source material, and it's not like Super Mario Brothers or Double Dragon or something like that. Okay, Street Fighter.
Or, Lara Croft suddenly is blonde, blue-eyed, and is an armchair archaeologist.
Armchair archaeologist.
Yes.
I'm just imagining, like, someone just sitting there and, like, typing on a computer for, like, 3 hours, and that's the whole movie. Like, it's like those scenes from, like, the beginning and the end of, like, Doogie Howser, like, back in the 80s, like, where he's on the computer and he's typing about what he was doing.
Wait, so Lara Croft's Oracle?
Yes, exactly.
Oracle Croft?
Yes.
But she's able to get up and go to the bathroom when she pleases.
So, yeah, leave a comment or hit us up on Twitter. Let us know what you think after you've seen those pictures, because we are moving on into our final topic of the newsy portion of our show. It's been pretty quick this week. PlayStation 4 firmware 4.50 is going to allow up to one external hard drive. Now, I did not know that the PlayStation 4 couldn't handle an external hard drive already, because the PS3 was able to, and I'd used that for a while. They released a partition of it, but
did someone fart or?
No, she just gave me this look.
Okay.
And like I said, partition, and then I corrected myself, and she was just looking at me like, "Did you just fucking kill a puppy?" And she's like, "No, I didn't kill a puppy. I just said a word wrong." A portion of my hard drive, a partition, however you want to say it. I used a portion of that to do stuff on the PS3, which is pretty cool, because then like I'd have like illegally downloaded fan sub episodes of Dragon Ball Z Kai from like before it came to America, and I would have those on there, and then I'd have it remote play those video files on my PSP while I was on Wi-Fi, like on campus or something like that. That's how long ago it was. But yeah, we'll be able to hook up a hard drive, an external hard drive to the PS4 now, but it will only be one hard drive. The Xbox, from what I understand, you can hook up multiple hard drives.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you done that before, Ryan?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, like how does that, like, is that something that you take advantage of often, or is it something that a lot of people take advantage of? Like,
yeah, actually, back when I had the original Xbox One, which was the 500 gig, I ran out of space like really fast, so I just hooked up a hard drive to it and just put my games on there. And then when I got the Xbox One S, I didn't have to use the extra hard drive anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you would have like multiple hard drives hooked up to it like
at
one time? Okay. The PlayStation 4, at the moment, is only allowing for one external hard drive. I didn't realize there would be a reason to have more than that, but it sounds like people actually do use that feature, and there's a little bit of hope that maybe the limitation of just one external hard drive will be something that's remedied when it gets out of beta and it becomes an actual firmware update for everybody, but I'm not really going to hold my breath on that. The only other thing I noticed in regard to it is that with the PS4 4.5 update, the problem that they're having right now in the beta version is that there is a bug that disconnects your hard drive when you come out of sleep mode, out of rest mode on the PS4, and then it turns around, it's all like, hey, you need to repair your hard drive because you didn't disconnect it properly. And so that's something that you might want to keep your eye out on when this becomes something for everybody to download, to maybe at first unhook your hard drive, safely, and then turn your PlayStation off. That way, you're not, messing up your data or anything like that. So I don't really think. I mean, we have the original PS4, so
Yeah.
I could see, like, if we wanted to have more games at once, like, available to us, I could see us doing something like that. But I don't know if I'm really going to go to the trouble.
I mean, I don't think the fact that you weren't even aware. I mean, granted, you said you weren't aware of the limitation, but I don't see it being a thing that we would use. We all haven't used it yet.
No, I used it a little bit on the PS3, but that was for like video files and music and stuff like that. Like it wasn't even for like downloaded copies of games or anything. But I don't know. We'll see. Depends on if games going toward the later into this console generation start taking up too much space. We might eventually have to take advantage of it. But
maybe
not. I don't know. But for anybody listening, excited for the ability to hook up a hard drive to your PlayStation 4, let us know in the comments on YouTube or hit us up on Twitter at BattleGeekPlus and let us know what you think. But really, that's all that we have to talk about news-wise this week, and that's all that we're playing this week. So it looks like we're going to get out of here. My name is Josh, and I will see you later. Heather?
Bye.
Ryan?
Later.
Road to Frank?
See ya.